Salvete omnes. This is Abbey Latin Liber Primus, Chapter 8. This is exercise C of Chapter 8. We are to parse out these Latin verb forms, identifying the person, the number, and the tense of each, and then translate them into English. Starting with number 1, spectaverunt, spectaverunt. So I can see that this comes from the verb's third principal part. It may help to know the principal parts. In fact, it may not just help, it actually will help, and you have to know the principal parts. So this is not an option. You have to know the principal parts. Make sure you know principal parts, so that when you see spectaverunt, you can see, well, that's the perfect stem. Third principal part, chop off the I, that's the perfect stem. And then we have an ending. So it has to be perfect, pluperfect, or future perfect. And I know the third person plurals for these tenses look similar. Erunt is the perfect. Erant with an A is going to be the pluperfect, and erint with an I is the future perfect. Erunt, erant, erint. Perfect, pluperfect, future perfect. So it is third plural. You can see the unt. And it is the perfect tense. Erunt, spectaverunt. How do we translate the third plural perfect tense? Well, third plural means they, and the perfect shows an action which was done in the past, completed, or is completed by the time of the present. So they looked at, or they have looked at. You could also say they did look at, they did do that thing. Optime, number 2, secunda. Opugnabat. Opugnabat. Opugnabat with a T is third person and it's singular. The ba tells us that it's imperfect tense, and notice it's on the present stem opugna. So he, she, it, because it's third person singular, he, she, it was attacking, was assaulting, used to attack. He, she, it used to attack. Imperfect tense, an incomplete, ongoing action in the past. 3, demonstraveras. So it's second person. I can tell by the S. Second person singular. So it's going to be a you form. You did something. Eras, era. Well, this is the tense marker for the pluperfect, and it's on the perfect stem, demonstra, from demonstro, demonstrare, demonstravi, demonstratus, which means to point out, to demonstrate. So demonstraveras, going to be pluperfect, second person singular pluperfect. You had pointed out. You had demonstrated, or you had proven. 4, vocaveret. Vocaveret. The t tells us it's third person singular. He, she, it is doing this action. Then we have the tense marker ere on the perfect stem, vocav. So that's going to be future perfect, the third singular future perfect. He, she, it will have done something. And voca vocare means to call. He, she, it will have called. 5, portavi. Portavi. Well, this E ending, get used to that. That's the first person singular, and it's the perfect tense. You may also recognize it as the third principal part. Portavi, porto, portare, portavi, portatus. So the first singular perfect. Who's first person singular? I am. Perfect tense happened in the past. I did the thing, so I carried. I have carried. I did carry. Ambulavisti, ambulavisti. So isti, get used to this ending. This is second person and singular, isti. The perfect tense personal endings are I, isti, it. Imus, istis, erunt. Here we have isti, second person singular, perfect tense of ambulo, ambulare, ambulavi, ambulatus, to walk. So you, second person singular, you did this thing in the past. You walked. You have walked. You did it. I know you did. 7, cogitavistis. Cogitavistis. So we have second person and plural. Get used to the perfect personal endings of isti it. Imus istis erunt. Cogitavistis, second person and plural. Perfect tense. Ye did this. Y'all thought. Ye thought. Don't say thinked. Nuntiabamus. Nuntiabamus. Mus, first person plural. We do the thing. Ba is the tense marker for the imperfect. We were announcing. Notice the use of the present stem of the verb. We were reporting. We were announcing. We used to do this thing. Fueratis. Fueratis. It's your old irregular friend. Sum esse fui futurus. Fueratis. The tis is second person plural. Era is the tense marker. So pluperfect. Eratis, pluperfect tense. So y'all had done this. Y'all had been. Ye had been. And dederit. Dederit. Ta. Third person singular. It is future perfect, erit, on the perfect stem of do, dare, dedidatus. So he, she, it will have given. He, she, it will have given. 11. Staterunt. Staterunt. Well, I see that erunt ending, and that is the third principal parts of sto, stare, steti, status. There's the perfect stem. Staterunt, third, plural, perfect. They stood. They have stood. Don't say standed. They did the thing. Temptavistis. Temptavistis. So istis, get used to the perfect personal endings of isti it. Imus istis, erunt, istis, second person plural, perfect tense of tempto, temptare, temptavi, temptatus. Ye tried. Ye have attempted. Y'all did this. Temptavimus. Temptavimus. First person plural, perfect of tempto, temptare, same verb. So it's the perfect stem, perfect tense. We did the thing. We tried. We attempted. Temptabamus. Temptabamus. First person plural, imperfect, tempto, temptare. We were trying. We used to try. Fueris, number 15. Fueris, your irregular friend Sum. He's back. So perfect stem fu, whom I pity. Eris, second person singular, future perfect of sum esse furi futurus, to be. You will have been. Thou shalt have been. It's future perfect. 16. Superamus. First person plural because of the mus on the present stem. It's just present tense, no tense markers or anything. We conquer. We defeat. We are overcoming. 17. Confirmavero. Confirmavero. First person singular, future perfect, ero ending on the perfect stem. I will have confirmed. I shall have strengthened, encouraged. Amaverunt. Amaverunt. Get used to those perfect personal endings. Isti it. Imus istis erunt. Amaverunt. So third person plural. Perfect. They loved. They have loved. They did love once upon a time. But now it's over. It's completed. It's perfect. 19. Expectaveritis. expectaveritis, second person plural, future perfect of expecto, expectare, expectave, expectatus. Ye will have awaited. Y'all will have waited for. And 20, fuerunt. Fuerunt, get used to those perfect personal endings. Ist it, imus istis erunt. Fuerunt, third person plural, perfect. They were, they have been. I often add a once, the adverb once, to my translations of the perfect. They once were. They once were this way, now not anymore, because the action is perfect. It's completed. Optime, that wraps it up for exercise C. You are now ready to move on to exercise D. Valete omnes.